Tormented. They had plenty of tormentors, but I was not one of them. Twin sisters, unworldly and late bloomers at a time when physical maturation mattered, Virginia and Jenny might as well have worn signs on their backs that said, "Kick me." Who knows? Maybe they did. My years at Argyle Junior High stand out as the most miserable of my childhood. 7th and 8th graders, as I like to point out, have all of the hormones and none of the common sense of high schoolers. Think about that for a minute. High school age students are a veritable gold standard of common sense and goodwill in comparison to the 13 to 15-year-old junior high crowd. Ouch! I left Argyle Junior High in June of 1975 and was happy to be rid of it. 43 years have elapsed since I last saw Virginia and Jenny, but I think about them from time to time. They don't know it, but they taught me many lessons. As I said, I wasn't one of the girls. They'll always be girls to me, unchanged from that most horrific of times, early adolescence, tormentors, but I sat back and watched others verbally and emotionally bully them with one overriding thought. Thank God it's them instead of me. An awkward and unsure adolescent, I hated attention and was easily devastated by cruelty from others. Like hostages held by homicidal psychopaths, I always breathed a sigh of relief when I was not the victim chosen to be flayed alive for the entertainment of those seated in the Coliseum. It took me half a decade beyond junior high to accept my quirks, and then a few years more before I was willing to stand my ground for the sake of self and others. Virginia and Jenny are reminders to me of the necessity of being my better self, of risking pain and discomfort in the name of justice and humanity. In mid-May of 2018, I was again presented with a reminder of the twins in the form of a mid-20s aged woman struggling to find her way in life, who came into the bike shop where I work. In form and presentation, she bore the countenance of one who has known ridicule and rejection, one who has been slapped down as punishment for the crime of being different, the felony of not fitting in. I thought about the twins as I helped her, and I told the young woman that if she needed anything further, she should come find me. She left with a lighter step than she had entered with. I really didn't do anything but treat the woman as a human being rather than an abomination to be ignored, scorned, or tormented. It's too easy to fall into the trap of those worthy of being treated humanely and dismissing people whose oddness makes us uncomfortable. I thank Virginia and Jenny for unknowingly nurturing the seed of basic humanity in me 40 years ago. I credit them with opening my eyes to the need to be cognizant of others' needs and acting with compassion every day with everyone. I don't always succeed at following that most basic of all precepts, the golden rule of doing unto others as we would have done to us, but I always have Virginia and Jenny watching me and urging me to be my better self.